Hi everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I make almond biscotti. This is a staple in every Italian household, especially when it's coffee time. There are a wide range of variations of this classic Italian biscuit, varying in shape, size, addition of fruit and spices, but I'll be showing you how my family make these using a simple recipe that has been passed down for generations. So let's do it. For this recipe you will need 3 room temperature egg whites, half a cup of caster sugar, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, 350 grams plain almonds, a tablespoon of vanilla extract and some cream of tartar. The first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 160 degrees Celsius. That's 320 degrees Fahrenheit fan forced. If you have a conventional oven, set your temperature to 180 degrees Celsius or 360 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to be making a meringue, so I'm going to add the egg whites to the bowl of my stand mixer and I'm going to beat these on a medium speed until they're foamy. The egg whites are nice and foamy, so now we can add in the cream of tartar to help stabilise the meringue. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can use a couple of drops of lemon juice. We can now begin to add in the caster sugar. When adding sugar to the egg whites, I like to add my sugar in a tablespoon at a time in 20 to 30 second intervals so the sugar can dissolve evenly. All of the sugar has been added and has been dissolved. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of vanilla extract. As you can see, the meringue is stiff to the point where the bowl won't automatically spin and I have to spin the bowl with my hands. We're going to mix in the vanilla until it is well combined. The meringue is stiff, glossy and looking beautiful. Now we're ready to add in the remaining ingredients. We're going to sift in the flour straight on the meringue. We're going to add our almonds. And using a spatula, I'm going to fold the mixture together until we can no longer see any dry ingredients and everything is well combined. And this is what your mixture should look like after you've finished. I'm transferring the mixture to a pre-prepared loaf tin lined with grease-proof paper and cooking spray. We're going to bake this for 45 minutes to an hour or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. You want the top to be barely or lightly browned. I'm going to give it a couple of taps to get rid of any air pockets and I'll show you what it looks like when it's finished baking. It's been just over an hour and the biscotti dough has finished baking. This is what you should be aiming for. If it is any darker than this, your oven temperature is too high. This needs to now rest until it cools down to room temperature. We now need to preheat the oven to 100 degrees Celsius or 212 Fahrenheit fan forced. Increase by 20 degrees Celsius if not fan forced. To make the almond biscotti, we need to slice them into individual biscuits. So now we can take the biscotti loaf out of the tin and cut into thin slices on a chopping board. I like to use a serrated knife to slice the loaf. I feel it gives the best results, but if you have a deli slicer, feel free to use that as well. Have a look at that. That's what the inside should look like. This is what you're aiming for. This is absolutely perfect. I've changed the camera around so that you can see me slicing into the loaf. You want to aim for your biscotti slices to be no more than 3 to 6 millimeters or 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch thick. I have finished slicing and have transferred the biscotti to baking trays lined with grease-proof paper. Depending on how thin or thick your slices are, this batch makes roughly 40 to 45 biscotti. These now go into the oven for an hour to cook low and slow until they are dry. At the halfway mark, I like to flip all the biscotti to ensure they are evenly cooked. The biscotti have finished baking. They are crisp, dry, and with no extra browning or colour. This is how they should look. They've come out perfect. It's taken a couple of hours, but it's worth it. I'm going to let these cool before transferring them to an airtight container for storage. The biscuits should snap and be crunchy. Let's do the snap and crunch test. You can eat these on their own as a snack, but they are best served with coffee. That's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you same chilli time, same chilli channel.